We have a bombshell for you today. This is a breaking news story that I have seen circulating in the past 12 hours, but no one is actually going into the reason why it's even happened. So the TD39 has been secretly removed by the FIA. This is crazy. The TD39 was introduced during the 2022 Belgian Grand Prix to combat porpoising issues by controlling the oscillations produced. With the new Formula 1 2023 aerodynamic rules of raising the minimum ride height by 15mm, the FIA quietly removed the TD39. This technical directive used by AOM metric helping the stewards control cars' oscillations, causing the car to bounce.
Porpoising was a major issue during the 2022 Formula 1 season, and teams are always trying to run the car as low as possible. However, this would cause the cars to bounce heavily down the straight, damaging the car and even the drivers. This is a serious threat to the health and safety of the drivers. Everyone knows Formula 1 is risky as it is. An example of this would be Lewis Hamilton during the 2022 Baku Grand Prix. Hamilton struggled to get out of his car after relentless porpoising throughout the entire race. There's actually a clip that went viral on Drive to Survive, and I think the porpoising issue was really highlighted and was a reality check for a lot of viewers after seeing the real danger of Formula 1.
At the time, Mercedes were unsure if the 7-time world champion would even be able to race in Montreal a week later. There's no wonder. The porpoising issue also limited Mercedes' potential performance with the W13. To combat this issue, the Brackley team had to raise the ride height of the car, losing a lot of valuable downforce.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting, so listen closely.
The technical directive has been removed. The TD39 came into play during the 2022 Belgian Grand Prix. The proposal was to stop the running of the cars if they were porpoising too much. The FIA measured this through AOM metric that would measure the amount of oscillations produced. However, since the new floor regulations going into 2023, there hasn't been much porpoising experience, so it has worked, right? It seems as though the 15mm floor difference has helped combat the porpoising along the straights. Therefore, the FIA have removed the TD39 as it is not necessary to use anymore.
The big question here though is, when was it actually removed? From the reports I have read, it seems a technical directive was removed since the start of the 2023 season. The rule was already relaxed during the 2022 Singapore Grand Prix. The FIA decided later on in the season the track surface was a key factor to the car's porpoising. Street circuits such as Baku and Singapore naturally have a rough surface, whereas Catalonia has a smooth surface due to it being a permanent racetrack. The differences were shown through the Mercedes performances in Baku and Barcelona. Many thought the silver hours porpoising issues were gone after Spain, however reality came back in Baku due to the rough surface.
Despite the knowledge of the TD39 being removed, the FIA has not said anything on the matter. The decision has been kept private. Now, I'm not sure why you just wouldn't come out with it, and why do they want to keep it private? Let us know down in the comments what you think on this, because there's got to be something going on here fishy, right? Although there has been a significant reduction in porpoising, there has still been some issues creeping in. The Ferrari SF23 has been seen porpoising with various setups. Additionally, Formula 1 has not been to a track such as Montreal or Baku with rough track surfaces. Bahrain was quite a rough surface, but nowhere near the levels of Baku and Montreal. I think we should keep an eye on this and keep an eye on the porpoising levels throughout the races to come.